Entramos en el hotel de concentración de Anadou Efes, porque hoy tenemos un The Coaching Experience de lo más especial. El entrenador que ha ganado las dos últimas Euroligas nos recibe, Ergin Ataman. Esta entrevista va a ser especial y muy entretenida. Personalidad única y autoconfianza absoluta. 2 Euroligas consecutivas y ante los nuestros. Puños al aire y delirios de grandeza. Ergin Ataman es genuino e irrepetible. Hoy tenemos el lujo de entrevistar en The Coaching Experience al reinante campeón de la Euroliga por 2 veces. Ergin Ataman. Mr. Ataman, thank you for being here.
Welcome, welcome.
Okay, the first one, the challenge of the game. We are talking all the time about how the court will be in the future, but I want to ask you directly. 4 points line, you have players like Micic, like Larkin, they can shoot the deep three. How do you feel with a 4 points line in the future?
Maybe we can large on the court, little bit more large, because this area is not enough sometimes, a lot of traveling to there, step for there. We must stay stable on the 3 points line, on the 3 point shot, and maybe we can make some other change. So I like to change little bit the court more, but to not put anything on the different line.
About the pace of the game, we have 8 seconds to pass the half-court line. What do you think about to decrease this number of time, like 6-7 seconds, to have more quick in our game?
Yes, will be interesting, but you know, it's not easy also. Now also, many times will be many violations in that situations. Maybe you can also 24 seconds, you put 24 seconds to 22, 21. It's you can think about, but now with 24 seconds to push immediately 6 seconds. Now I am older, I am old school. I don't, okay, I like to play a running game, but I think will be a lot of violations in 5 seconds, 6 seconds.
But you remember that in the 80s with the 3 points line, it was a revolution. Maybe one revolution we are going to see in the next years.
Yes, maybe longer for the 3 points line, but 4 points line I don't like. Okay, from the half court 5 points, from the our basket 10 points. So it's not.
It's too much.
It's too much.
About the balance that the coaches we have to do between the playbook and the freedom of the player. You have Micic, he has a lot of capability, a lot of talent to come in the transitions and play. How do you deal with this kind of less practices in EuroLeague schedule and then to balance this freedom and playbook?
I don't like too much when we start to practice to stop to practice, to teach every time. We have our system that this is the 5th year together with all players. And everybody knows, for example, where to play the pick and roll in transition, to don't play here pick and roll, but to play on the side pick and roll, on the sideline, more on the free throw line, to get more spacing to that. But the players knows about. For me, is the key of the practice is 4-on-4. You can give more space for everybody, especially on the more half side positions, more attack for the penetrations. The only problem that I don't like too much now, I think that switching defense killed the offensive.
Stop everything.
Yes, because before pick and roll, extra pass. Now there is a switch. So or you can find the isolation in 1-on-1, or you can find the isolation inside, and you stop the game. When there is a switch, the offense stop. There is a lot of motion. For that reason, also in the practice, we don't use, and we have a problem for that. But on the playbook, I don't like to make too many meetings also with the players. Only maximum meetings I make 20 minutes, 25 minutes, because it's boring for them to teach every day, It's very important to teach on the court and let them to play.
About the low post game, coach, when we watch, some people is saying, hey, the low post game is not like in the old days.
Yes.
But I watch your team and Will Clyburn is playing low post, but Sisik, Dunston or Plyce normally is making the pop or going to the short or long corner. How do you feel about the future of the low post or the present?
Will be difficult. Also for us is a new system. This year we had a problem to put that with Clyburn on the low post, and Zizic also is more low post player than before. We have Dunston, Plyce, more shots, but Zizic is a more low post, back-to-back basket. And now the spacing, because there is a lot of, in Europe, you know, there is a lot of problem. Everybody, when you put low post offense, everybody stay in zone. And immediately comes to trap.
Collapse.
So, yes, traps is not easy, but it's a different. This year we chose this system also to change something, especially against the switching defense, because they stopped our offense, our pick and roll offense with the switching defense. And when we will find this switching defense, we will use this low post defense, but it's very important that this player must be a very good passer of that, because it's very difficult now to play in isolation on the low post. So many times they cross to the middle when you get post the ball, they come to help from the baseline. This is a classic also, and it's very important, this weak side positions is very important, that when if they cross the middle, if he turn to the baseline side, this player must seal immediately strongly there, and this player be ready, because if his player come to help here, this player must see all. This pass, and also the top of the key pass is very, and sometimes it's also comfortable to pass the ball immediately back and to rotate the ball, because sometimes the player thinks that they must find the weak side pass, and there is a lot of problem, because they pass the ball immediately to the front of side and rotate the ball quickly. The bigs are starting to shot, so now the most dangerous bigs are the bigs that has a mid-range shots and the three-point shot, because you have more space in that situation.
And the last one question about the game. Do you have any new rule to put on the game to improve our game now in Europe?
I like one rule that I insist last year in Turkey, in the Turkish League, about the coach challenges. If you use the challenge, and if you are right, you take your challenge, one more challenge. Because this is fair of the game, because you use the challenge, you are right, and why I lost my challenge? I'm right. Maybe on the next position, that is the game ball, maybe I am right, but I can't use the challenge, and maybe the referees, they make a mistake. So they must give challenge for the keep, and challenge also on the last seconds, especially on the last ball, 5 seconds, for everything.
Larkin, canasta de Shane Larkin, va Vasilije Micic, ante Vesenko, Micic!
About the group of management, it's more difficult to deal with the characters when you lift the trophy twice?
It's not difficult, because if you don't have a star players, strong characters, you don't have a chance to win nothing. If you have a strong characters, star players, okay, maybe after you won twice, it's not easy to win one more time. But this is a basketball, so okay, mentality sometimes, of course, is important. Last year, everybody told to me, you won the EuroLeague, now this year will be more difficult for you. They are right. In the beginning of the season, we have a lot of problem on the motivation of the group. This season is same. Yes. But I have a lot of confidence that when the season starts going up, when a lot more games, more atmosphere, so the team will find his character, And if you have the power, you can reach also the third one.
Then the big question is when a coach in your situation have to step up when you don't like some situation with one player, and when you have to see to the other side.
On the first year that we won the title, on some part of the season, we made a very long meeting by one with the players, with the whole team, together with the coach, around 2 hours, and then I let the players to talk to each other without to me. This is a feeling of the coach.
Now we were speaking about the player's character. Let's talk a little bit about you. From outside, you look like a very big self-confidence person. Some people in Europe say that you are the biggest ego in the competition. How do you feel with that? And are you the same on the court and off the court or not?
No. Out of the court, everybody knows that I am very friendly. I never have an ego.
I can say.
But on the court, you must have this ego because you work with the star players that all of them, they have a big ego. And you must show that you protect them everywhere on the court. Not on the basketball side, but with the referees, with the organization. And for this, when you make this, when you show this character, everybody thought that Ataman has a big ego. This ego is for control the egos of the players. And when your players, they feel that really you are very strong mentality, character, they believe to you more. This is very important. Everything is not on the basketball. Everything is not here. Everything is not on the court. It's on the mentality. And for this, you must show, for example, so we are in Madrid now, the show that I made last year in Barcelona after the game.
Winning the...
See, it was some show against the organization, against my players. Because in that period, we are not on the good situations. And I believe that they fired me when Saras made the same thing, more aggressive than me, they fired me. It was a signal to everybody that I will not give up, that my team will not give up. It was this. I'm not stupid to go against the Barcelona fans to make like this. It was against the organization, against my team, against the team of to play to Barcelona. Finally, what happened? We won again. So
that's it.
I won the cup again.
Okay. About your mind, now you are in the same situation that Sergio Scariolo.
Yes.
Your mind is split between the national team and your team. Which one of them need more from you in the tactical aspects?
Of course, national team, because this team I had, this is my 5th year with the same players. Okay, we changed some players, important players, but national team completely is a new team, new players coming from the different teams, players coming from NBA, players that in Turkish, players that they don't have a lot of experience in the EuroLeague. I don't have any Turkish players in national team that is a key player in the EuroLeague.
You won the EuroLeague 2.5 times because we had the pandemic situation. If you will win the third one, it puts you in the same level that Jugoplastica. Do you think that you are going to do?
Right now that we didn't start well the season, our goal is to reach the playoffs. We still miss Larkin, is maybe the key player of the last 2 years successful with Micic together. For that reason, I don't like to talk now about the three-peat. So everybody, beginning of the season, talking about three-peat, not good. First, let's be complete team. Then find again the rhythm, and then if we will reach the playoffs, I think that everybody's scared to play against Anadou Efes.
Descalificado Ergin Ataman.
Esto va a conllevar también sanción, ¿eh? Sí, dice que es el campeón.
Sí.
Dice que él es el campeón.
After these years are the very big intimate enemy for the Spanish fans, because you won Barcelona and Real Madrid in the final. Do you have any special message to them?
I like Spain, so every time I came in Barcelona, in Madrid, everywhere, in Baskonia, everywhere, I don't have nothing against, of course, Spanish fans, and I have big respect for the Spanish basketball. I think that for the last 10 years, the best basketball organization is in Spain. Unfortunately, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, we beat Barcelona in the final and we won the title. Last year, we beat Real Madrid. But I saw also on the street that first year that we beat Barcelona in the final, when I came in Madrid, everybody told, Coach Ataman, be great, you make great job.
They were happy.
I was happy. Now that we beat Madrid, a lot of Barcelona fans, I saw that, Coach, we don't like you because you make some jest against us, but you made good job to beat Real Madrid. So this good part, this sweet part of our sport. So I like, of course, Spain. I like the Spanish organization.
People in Spain doesn't know that your family and you were involved in the socks manufacture industry. How important is to know more beside of the court, to know about to deal with the business?
Yes, my family for years, for the last 40 years, 45 years. My father was an important businessman in Turkey, and now also I am a member of our company. And I studied also, I didn't study sport, I studied business administration. I lived 10 years in Italy, so I speak much better than my English, Italian. So I understand also Spanish many times.
Eso está bien.
Yes, bien. I think that this mentality gave me also more experience, maybe to manage some situations for the psychologically of the group, because like I told you, basketball is not only to teach the technical of the sport, but I take care for all of the also personal situations, personal problems of my players, of some club decision, of the management decision. We have with our board, with our president, every time we made a meeting once in a month, and in this meeting I don't explain only my technical situation of the team, but I gave all my idea about management of everything of the club.
Sharp, your son, always is with you, with the staff. I have a 14 years old son, another 11 years old, and with the studies and with the practice, basketball practice, they don't have time to come to my work. How do you make this with your son, that is always very involved in your job?
Sarp likes too much basketball, and he play also in the mini basket, but he is a part of the team, especially the last 5 years in Efes. Every time he's in the locker room, he comes to practice, he takes statistics. Sometimes he pass to he make assistant coach job. He came he participate in all our meeting with the team and also with the coach meeting. And sometimes also he has some interesting idea. He takes scouting. When we make some transfer, immediately he check he make the scouting of the players. It's very important. Okay, now he's also a good student. Many times he traveled with me, but this is also important to understand the life. Okay, the school is important. Follow the school, but if you come with the team in Madrid, if you see the people, meet the people, stay. So now I saw that he has a lot of confidence. This is very important. Now he's 12 years old. He knows that he's a popular. As you think, we arrived to Istanbul airport, the people that come to take a photo with me, then they
Selfies.
ask to Sarp. Let me take a picture. They ask to Sarp the signature. But okay, he managed this situation. I think it's important, like a school. So of course, his mother is not very happy. Every time he told me, this kid, he must go to school, he must go to school. I say, okay, he is going to school, but let him to come to the many of the games because he enjoys. Life is enjoying also, and until he can manage both, so it's good for him. It's good for us also because also the players, the club, the supporters, they like too much Sarp. He give more different energy of the group.
Okay. About the NBA coaching, it was a wish or it was a reality?
Last 2 years, it was a wish for me. I think every time. I made everything in Turkey, in Europe. I am the first Turkish sportsman to make these things in Europe. To win the FIBA Cup, Supporter Cup, EuroCup, to win 2 times the EuroLeague. I have the confidence to manage also one NBA team. I have this confidence. But after talking this summer with some people from the NBA, so they think different. They say, okay, you must come here to make a assistant coaching for a couple of years, then we'll see what's going on. It's not realistic to call one head coach that he won 2 times a EuroLeague to be a second, third assistant coach there and to wait. If I had maybe 40 years old, okay, it was, but now, okay, I have 56 years old. For me, now, maybe it's not more realistic to talk about the NBA. Every time it's open. If somebody have this idea and they think that our club in NBA, many years, we are on the medium level, on the low level. If somebody come to pick up our team on the high level, I show this in the EuroLeague because I didn't win also 2 times in a back-to-back in the EuroLeague. I took Anadou Efes from the last spot in the EuroLeague, and in the first year I took the Anadou Efes in the final of the EuroLeague, and the last 3 years we were on the first position in the league. It's something different. So every time I talk, but I don't think that they will have this idea because they have different mentality. Big respect to them. I saw that they have a big respect to EuroLeague. They have a big respect to me. We'll be a good friend for all of the NBA general managers, all of the NBA coaches to change the basketball ideas.
Last 2 questions. In an off day, what Ergin Ataman is doing?
If it's summertime, if the weather is nice, I take the first flight and I will go to the Mediterranean, Aegean side, even for a 1 day to swim on the very beautiful Turkish coast. Is for me, maybe to take the boat, my friends invite me on the boat. I take the best relax on the swimming on the sea. This is for me. If I have 1 day off and the weather is nice, it's winter time, I like to go to dinner with my family, with the friends. Soccer, football, I like too much football. If I have a time, I have.
To play or to watch?
No, to watch. Watch. I'm a big fan of the Galatasaray club, and if I have time, I like to go to the stadium to watch the football games.
What job would you have chosen if you haven't been a basketball coach?
Diplomat, embassy. When I was young, especially when I was in the high school, my dream was to work for the Turkish country, like ambassador, and I like to represent to my country. This is very important, and I like to be a diplomat or ambassador, or maybe I like also political. I like to make a part of my business to be a political man.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You are a perfect ambassador of your country, of the basketball of your country, and we wish you a very good luck in the future.
Also, I like to say last time to apologize for all Spanish supporters, but believe me, I like you. This what I made. It's completely one show against my team, against the organization. Not for you, Barcelona fans, especially against Madrid fans. Sorry, but we beat you in the final. And also, it's I like to say last time, my big friend Lasso is a great person. I like him too much. I am sure that he will continue to coaching and to be a big opponent for all of us. We love Pablo Lasso. Hello for Lasso.
Muchas gracias por tus palabras. Thank you very much for your word.
Prego, alla prossima volta.
Okay.